channel. Just wanted to go over kind of like a project that we're gonna be starting. As you can see on the thumbnail, this one will be a Justin pattern. I've blown up the pattern, and this one I'm gonna try to do this a little bit different than I have previously, and kind of go over my steps. I'm really new to it. My name is Ben, and just want to go over some of my steps in it and learn along the way. Just to kind of go over a little bit about me. I started doing stained glass back in the end of August, and I just love it so much. And there's a lot of people that are looking to grow. I'm looking to grow. If you know anybody that's really good, has tips and stuff, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. Let's get into this. So this is the beehive. I just wanted to show a little bit of what we're going to do. The pattern is originally like 17.5 inches, but I've blown up this pattern to be 24 inches in diameter, and I used the Cricut to do that. In this box, I've got some of the glass that I plan on using. So let's dig into this. Show you some of the colors that we're going to go with. Alright. So, they've got some pretty nice glass. What I like about them is the flat rate shipping. So this will be our yellow that we go with for the bee. I've got some solid black, but I didn't have to order it. This is just the glass that I had to order. I was thinking about this glass for the edge, going around the edge. That'll be cool to get like a red and orange streak to it. And then for the hexagons, thinking about going with this cool amber pattern. It's got like a little flowery texture to it. One thing, if you're super new and not familiar with the hobby, one side's going to have texture, going to be your more textured end, and then on the back is going to be your smooth surface, and that's where we'll do all of our cutting on. It's on there. That piece I've got ordered 2 of those ones because you never know how much you're going to need. And then this will be our other honeycombs. I got 2 of those. And then the last piece is just a plain white. It's like a white wispy color. So we're working on this as our next project. So let's kind of pack everything back in the box and we'll get started. Oh, and the wings, I have like a clear glass already on hand. That'll be cool. Gonna keep this one out. Put this back. Oops, sorry, knocking you guys around. To the side. All right, perfect. So, seeing with this piece of glass being the border, probably can't see through there. But so there's been a couple of ways that I've done it in the past. First method is cutting out each of these different spots with pattern shears, and there's like a little gap left between. Each one goes, after we cut a piece of glass, we wrap it in copper foil, and then we'll solder them together. The other way that I've done it, and I've seen in the past, so I was going to try it this time, is you get some sticker paper, preferably like a waterproof or water resistant one, and I've cut it out with a Cricut machine. There's different videos online to learn how to do this. The one downside that I see with this so far is you see that since the sticker paper is only so big, it cuts up some of these edges so that some of the patterns span two different pieces of paper. And peeling these off and putting them on the glass and getting them lined up just right might be a little tricky. But we'll be able to fiddle with it, adjust, and let's see how this turns out. That's the first thing I wanted to show you guys, and we will start by, I think the first thing I'm going to do with this particular pattern is get all the sticker paper put out, and then we can start going over some of the cuts. Let's see. One other thing that I've done in the past that will probably make this a lot easier, and I'll probably end the stream here in a minute and come back to it, is numbering these. So that way I know that these two go together and those two go together and all the way around. Or the other way I've seen it is you can just number it as you go. 1 and 1. So this will be my first piece. Place this here. And it's good to also you'll want to see what side's got more texture versus one side or the other. This one's a little difficult. I think this one's the flat side. Yeah. So, and then you'll want to make sure you know how you're facing your pattern. So I think with this particular one, I'm going to go in this direction. Make sure you take your time. And if that's like the one thing I learned with this particular hobby is just taking your time. You know, I want to, since this is supposed to be all one piece, I'm going to line it up. Just like that. So that's one. And we'll make this piece 2. It's roughly the idea right there. I'm just kind of sorry, it's working a little bit off the screen. trying to also like make sure you minimize as best you can the gaps between there, because the less glass that we have to waste. Sometimes this glass, the cost of the glass can add up, and bound to make mistakes, and also when the glass doesn't want to cut in the direction that you want it to. So it's 4. I think we'll just start with these few tonight. I'll get these cut, show you how I do it. I'm sure there's probably, again, I've only been doing this for a few months. So, all right, let's start with this, and then we'll come back to it. All right, so okay. In cutting glass, I use this little Toro. The pistol grip is the one that I'm using. Putting a flat surface. It's just good here, and then we'll see about zooming in a bit of what we do. So I am left-handed. Make sure we, it's a good spot right there, actually. Yeah, just you guys. All right. One of the things I like to do, go straight edge, cut this deal. So this, you'll just, it's got like a little wheel right there, and you'll want to hold it straight up, and then you're like, good. All right. Take the glass, just these like a little scrap, like little scrape right there, and you just breaks across. It's the easy part. Yeah. Try to do it. Now curves are the hardest part, because obviously going straight it'll just go for you. So I'm gonna put this down a little bit more. Okay. So this, what I'm gonna do is take our wheel and just go along the edge and push them down just slightly, not too hard. I'm mocking it up. And instead of turning and following it back, I'm just gonna keep going straight. Like that. So it is, I followed the wheel along this, and then just went straight up right there. And I've got like a pair of shoulder snip pliers. These things have got like a little bowl that you put on the bottom, and then this top part will push down on either side of the score line. So what you'll do is I'll turn this to line up with the glass, And you can see there's that line. And then lightly squeeze just a little bit. And then on the back side of the glass, you'll see it starting to crack a little bit more. And so you'll gently just walk that crack up. Right. And then you can go to the other side. Sorry, it's cold out here. Alright, so we got that started. Just walking it up. This part you want to take your time. Take your time. All right, and if it doesn't want to walk up for you, the other method is you take it's just another glass cutter. It's got like a little ball thing on it, and you just tap it on the bottom, and then it will start walking that little crack up for you gently. And I'm just tapping on the back side where the line is. You can see a little bit of score marks there, which is good. Look, yep, got that little mark there. Sometimes look, see if I can show you a little bit. It's like right in here. See like that little line that's stopped right there? So I just want to walk this line all the way across like that. So here we go. So we gotta get it. I've had pieces of glasses as you're walking it, and then it just shoots that way. So that's why you gotta be careful with walking it. And once you get that score line, I'm not sure if you can see how you can't see it, and then that little boom like that. And that's usually a good time when you can put your fingers on it and just pull it off like that. So that's one piece. I usually will keep these bigger scrap pieces in case I work on another project. And then sometimes we'll eventually get like little smaller pieces of scrap, and you can like tumble those and make those into sea glass. My kids really like that. So we'll do this other side of it. I'm gonna try to go straight into it. Here we go. Yeah, like the way I got into this. Finish this. So the way I got into this hobby was my grandpa used to do this kind of with me when I was younger, and he passed away, and I figured I'd pick it up just to remember good old grandpa. So you heard that hopefully you heard that little snap. What that it did is that this started that crack on here. So That's where these come in, and then you can just use these to walk up that crack without it going crazy. Gotta make sure I'm in the camera. Just go along, walk that line. Over here. So then when I am on this side, I'll turn this, and you line up really good. Stick out the lights because you want to be like soft and gentle. When I first started, I thought you just crank down on it, but that causes it to break a lot more. So we got a crack right here, and it kind of fades, and then you got a bigger crack right. It's kind of funny calling it a crack. Maybe some people call it a score line. It's probably more appropriate. But you just walk it up from both sides. So since I'm going like here, but my line's going this way, I'm going to turn this to match my line. So just smooth. So then you can kind of keep checking on it, and it looks like I have that nice score line in there. So hopefully I can just kind of like pull it apart type thing. See, just work it gentle, and then what we'll do is I have a glass grinder. It's got like a little grinder bit that will just grind it off a little bit without breaking it too much. But now we can take these pieces off. So the nice thing about having the sticker paper is you're able to take your wheel and kind of like just butt it up against there and follow it along. That's what I mean by if you're not being careful, like see how it broke on me, so I gotta redo this one. But get the gist, we'll put that one right there and come back to it. But it happens to the best of us. Alright, so this one I'm just gonna try to keep as close as I can.
Dad?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm taking my gummy.
Okay. Alright, this one I kind of did my best to walk it closer. So, see if I can get that in the picture. Alright, so we're gonna. I don't know if you saw that. I wasn't looking at the camera. So just. All right. That's it. So, gotta go put the kids to bed. So, thanks for watching.